Well, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our next speaker, a lady who I know very well, who has developed her business over the years here in Dubai. Her name is Sian Rowlands, an award-winning F&B and hospitality designer by profession. Toying with Lego as a little one, Sian discovered an interest in architecture. She went on to pursue this at university in the UK by studying interior architecture. With an enthusiasm for business-to-business development and social marketing, she continues to hone her skills in concept evolution, strategy building, marketing and micro-business launching. Sian originally conceived the idea for a business called My Ex Wardrobe, focused on sustainable living. She embarked on a journey to lead a lower impact lifestyle, and based on this experience, Sian identified a gap in the local market for a sustainable concept. Launching the brand's first permanent boutique also inspired a brand called Retold. Sian, I invite you to tell us your story.
Good afternoon, everyone. I have a confession to make. I am terrified of microphones, so bear with me. So thank you very much for having me today. It's a pleasure to be able to share my story with everyone. But I have another confession. I actually have no balance. So I realise the irony of speaking at a conference about balance for better. I am still on that journey to discover it. My journey to date has been a bit of a roller coaster, so that is the title of my talk today. So as Jane kindly introduced me, I actually had a successful career in interior design for hotels and restaurants, working in the industry here for 13 years before I came up with a business idea that I decided to pursue. So I was flying high on my roller coaster of launched the business. Within the first 6 months, we gained some recognition from a couple of business press and media. We were on the uphill spiral and everything was going great, really enjoying the ride. And unfortunately in 2014, I found myself hurtling downhill, as you do on a roller coaster, where I had a fire in my warehouse and I lost everything. So in the course of 2-3 years, I built up a really lovely community of followers, and the next day I was having to call them all to say, we have a problem. I was actually on holiday when I found out, so I really went from top to bottom. But as you do on a roller coaster, I tried to use momentum to go back uphill. 6 months later, I decided to relaunch the brand and went back up on the uphill spiral. Using that momentum from the downhill, I decided to embrace the adrenaline, to embrace the fear, and carry on the journey. So we've relaunched, which is going great, and we've gaining even bigger exposure, which is fantastic. 2 or 3 years later, I find myself suffering from exhaustion and burnout, which I'm sure a lot of the women around the room totally understand. I'm not actually juggling a family life, so I kudos to everyone who does, because I have no idea how you amazing women do it. But I was struggling from exhaustion, so I decided to take a break. I took 3 weeks off and I hiked to Everest Base Camp with the nephew of my dear friend Stevie as well, and it was a life-changing journey. I gave myself time off, balance. There was no computer, there was no internet. It was amazing. Like I said, life-changing. When I came back from that, I felt invigorated, I felt refreshed. And the interesting thing was, I put myself back on a roller coaster. But this time, I chose the bigger roller coaster, because I'd conveniently forgotten all the challenges and all the ups and downs of what had gone before, and I decided to do it again. So I came back and I decided to 10 times the size of my business and open a boutique. Now the following year was absolutely crazy, with lots of ups and downs that I'm not going to bore you with. And we have celebrated our 1-year anniversary 4 days ago. So we are officially now 1 year open, the boutique. So what I discovered was the fact that I'm obviously choosing to put myself on this roller coaster. But in order to get through all the ups and downs, I need to find that balance. What I have started doing is, what we've taken from a lot of the women this morning, is taking time for ourselves, meditating, making sure we're looking after our bodies, making sure we're looking after our mind and our soul. And I've really found that that's actually helped me weather the ups and downs. So I look forward to continuing my journey on my roller coaster, and I do hope to see all of yours. But one thing I will say is just try and enjoy the ride, because that's at the end of the day why we're signing up to do it. Thank you.